Hey everybody, it's Joe, the UCX guy, here to talk about how my UCx50 is set up here at my place in Chicago. Let's take a look here. This UCX50 actually allows you to use phones such as the Nortel 1100 IP phones, the i2004, and actually right here I have an 1110 set up as a hallway phone. Let's look over here. In the bedroom, I actually have an 1165E set up here on the nightstand, a very nice phone for especially at night if I'm trying to see who's calling. It lights up very nicely. And let's take a look over here in my living room. I have an 1165E on my my end table, not my nightstand. And if you look up here, I have a collection of some phones as well. You can barely see it, an old SL1 phone, a couple brown phones that I took from Purdue when I was attending there when they were throwing them away when they switched over to a Meridian SL100. Then over here I have a red bat phone, a Meridian 7310 that's actually still connected to my BCM. And if you look on over here, I have an 1120E SIP phone. This is pure SIP and it actually operates on my UCX50. So it's a pretty easy to use phone. The UCX50 is very beneficial. You can use Nortel SIP phones as well as Nortel Unistim IP phones. A traffic light I got from a nice place in Michigan. And here is my collection of rotary dial phones, vintage, all different colors. And then over here I actually have my desk set up with a whole bunch of different phones, such as this 1165E, an 1140E with sidecar. That's connected to my BCM at this time. 1120E, i2004, an 1150E call center phone, an 1140E phone, and a M7324. And above everything, I have a SoundSphere speaker. Why do I need that? Well, I like to play around with paging systems. I think it's one of the cool things about phone systems, so I actually set that up through my UCX. Let's do a quick test page. Neighbors, I hope you can hear me. Neighbors, I hope you can hear me. Thank you. A little bit of feedback just because, you know, this is a small place. I can adjust the volume on that. So there's the whole system and all the phones, but actually let's look at how the whole system works. Below my desk I have a whole setup of PoE switches and BCM and UCX. So actual UCX switch is this black PC call server. The newer ones from E-Metrotel look a little more exciting than this one, but you know, it still works just the same. Works really well. And I have all of my signal coming in via DSL signal from AT&T into a BSR222 router. And I have two PoE switches, two BES50s, a base stack switch for internet switching and Ethernet switching, and then I have two BCM50s. Now the one in the middle is a BCM50 that operates as a BCM50, and the one above I've swapped the hard drive out with the UCX50 hard drive for digital gateway so I can use the Nortel Meridian phones on the UCX50. So, and next to that I have a Gordon Capes paging controller, which is a famous old paging controller that was used in the filings basement chain and other large actual like airports and things like that. And actually how you access that is, let's do a little test page with that. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. That is a paging controller from Gordon Capes, so it actually makes a chime before you talk. It's an analog device that I have hooked through that 66 block into my BCM, but actually through routing and stuff I can access it with 2-digit dialing from my UCX as well. And then over here actually I have another phone which for me actually works as a paging system connection as well. Oh, and the other fine friend here, my cat, who is enjoying all these crazy telephones. I'm sure he's not, probably thinks I'm crazy. But there's a little bit about my UCX50 switch here, and I'm sure you'll see more videos from me in the future. Have a great evening.